Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Very good. Very good. It's a great day to be off. It's beautiful outside.
You got the day off?
Oh, you went Easter break. I get the kids off today.
There's no days off in crew. Come on, man.
This will be the last one. So.
This will be the last one till July.
Could be.
So what's going on with the Spartans? I guess you guys are pretty much into your season now at this point, right?
Yes, we've had one race so far. Last weekend, the kids did pretty well. So we had a good showing that day. So we're involved, and we get two races coming up next week. So hence the day off today and tomorrow. We have a doubleheader next week, Saturday and Sunday.
Nice. How are the newbies handling the crew season?
Oh, doing nice. Thanks, job. It's a small freshman class, but they're doing a really good job and working hard. So, we're real pleased with the kids that we have.
Do you tend to every year? Do you tend to get some new kids out who aren't freshmen, maybe sophomores and juniors who maybe played another sport their first year or two and now are switching to crew?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have actually this year we have two sophomores that came out after playing other sports last year, and they're just kids that had that curiosity. They've never done the sport before, and they're just curious about what it's all about. And I guess they hear about it from the other kids in school, and we do get a couple sophomores, maybe a couple juniors each year that come out and never done it before, and they're anxious and they're good kids to work with. They're
curious until the first practice, and they go home with blistered hands, right?
Pretty much, but they handle it pretty well. We have a couple of them that they've been there even through the winter. We have our winter training, and they've been there every day and just working hard.
Crew is no joke, man. If you've ever been in the gym on the row machine, you get on there for 3-4 minutes, you're out of breath, and this is these practices are kind of an hour or two of real strenuous stuff, right? Yes.
I mean, the training we put the kids through, it is very strenuous, and I give the kids a lot of credit. Any kid that rows at any level. As you move up, of course, it's the high school to the college and beyond. It's just amazing how the effort that gets put in it, and there is a large cases of burnout by the time the kids get out of college. They just don't want to go pursue it any further as far as a national team or something like that. But the kids, as I said before, they work extremely, extremely hard, and we do push them. It's a difficult sport.
Now, you guys are kind of known for your lightweight 8, I guess. Is that sort of your signature boat?
Well, it has been the last few years. Several years ago, we had a large group of freshmen that came out that were pretty much every one of them were lightweights and just smaller sized kids, and so they just gelled, and we just began working on that boat. And their coach Rory Roberts really did a heck of a job with them. And but actually this year, a lot of those kids have graduated out, and actually now we have no lightweight boat at all this year. So we're just going, we just the way the trends go. It's just the way it goes sometimes. The size of kids you get, that kind of stuff.
So what's your lineup looking like this year? What kind of boats do you have on the water, and how many I guess teams would you say you have in terms of different kind of boats and different kind of lineups?
We're rowing 4 8-oared shells, and we have a 4-oared, which are some of the sophomores are in that boat. But we have varsity 8, a second varsity 8, junior 8, and then our freshman 8.
Now, what's the difference between a 4 and an 8 in terms of, do you have to have more talent in a 4, or how do you figure out who goes in a 4 and who goes in an 8 boat?
Well, with our program, it's more of we are, as we call it, an 8 based program. Of course, the top tier kids go into the varsity 8. And we're really keying then after that on our second 8 and our junior 8s, trying to build kids for next year and get the kids ready physically, as far as technique, really trying to get these kids moving along. So the 4s our 4s tend to be more of kids that are sophomores that are still learning, that have a little ways to go yet as far as their technique or their overall endurance and strength. But they're kids that are we're very happy with, and we have a coach that works just with them, and they're just doing a really good job for us, and they're good kids, all good kids.
We're talking with Joe Welsh, the Holy Spirit Girls crew coach. I know we have a ton of crew fans out there, and they're always clamoring for more attention and more coverage. And we're actually going to be doing a lot more crew this year with Glory Days magazine. And talk about just the culture a little bit and how widespread it is. I mean, you're talking all these schools around here that have crew, there might be 40, 50 girls and 40, 50 boys involved with the program. You're talking, sometimes it's 80 to 100 kids, probably not that many at Holy Spirit, but a lot of these programs like Egg Harbor Township, Atlantic City, Mainland, I mean, this is a huge lifestyle thing. It kind of takes over the lives of these people for, 3-4 months.
It really does. I'll tell you that a lot of the kids, it takes over year-round. It's gotten to it's pretty much, I guess, the kids who play soccer or lacrosse, they pretty much wind up being year-round athletes at that particular sport. But it takes so long for these kids to develop the aerobics. I mean, it's a year-round thing. We start rowing in the fall with our fall program that we have, and which is a non-varsity sport, but it's just more of a club. Indoor training in the winter, and then of course when springtime, when our racing season starts. But yeah, it's just it is a whole different. Either love it or you hate it. It's one of those sports. You love it or you hate it, and if you hate it, it's okay. But because it is such a tough sport. But once the kids get involved in it, they just really fall in love with it. It's being on the water out there in the whether it's hot, whether it's cold, raining, snowing, they don't care as long as it's not too windy or lightning. We're on the water. And the kids just keep coming back. No matter how hard you work them and how harsh the conditions are, they just keep coming back. They just fall in love with it.
How ill prepared are the freshmen for the first practice in terms of the weather?
It's pretty funny sometimes. I mean, we do take that into consideration, and we just we'll just look at the weather and say, well, it's a little too cold for them, or it's a little too breezy. Let's just keep them indoors. And thank goodness we have our indoor rowing machines. We can actually work technique on that and keep them warm and dry. Got
an extra couple of sweatshirts laying around your car?
Typically, they're all around the boathouse. Yes, kids do share clothing. But we try to take care of the kids as best we can. We don't go in if it's too harsh outside. We just don't bother. We stay indoors, and my comfort means a lot too. So the older I get, the more I feel the elements. So I have to start thinking of the kids as well.
We're going to be talking next hour to one of the EHT crew booster moms.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that a little bit in terms of the parent involvement and just what these parents have to go through in terms of, because when you go up to Stotesbury, that's an all-day thing for 2 days. You got to feed these kids throughout the day. It's really a huge operation, and they fundraise pretty much all year to get all this stuff put together, and it's almost like its own little community in and of itself.
It is. I mean, these parents do a tremendous job for us. They we were just for instance. I mean, the schools really can't afford to buy equipment for us and things like that. I have a boat that's going to be delivered hopefully the next week or two. Brand new boat from Vespoli and they're made right here in the good old USA. And it's a boat with a set of oars and the electronics. It's about $45,000.
Wow.
And to purchase that stuff, the school just can't afford that. Even public schools just can't afford that kind of money. So the parents do all the fundraising for us. They go out there, then they do coin drops. We're in the middle of a flower sale right now ourselves of plants for your gardens and that kind of stuff. And it's every little penny goes right back into buying that equipment and into putting the kids in the best equipment that we can give them. But again, the race days are definitely a fun thing. The parents manage to have a really good time. They're up there from the crack of dawn until the very last races, sometimes 6:30 at night, and they're up there just with their tent, with their grills going, and they're just feeding these kids, they're feeding each other, and then they manage to have a good time. But they're very, very dedicated people.
Good stuff, Coach. We're up against the break. Got to let you go, but enjoy the season. We'll be catching up with you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks, Coach.
Happy Easter.
Have a good weekend. That was Coach Joe Welsh of the Holy Spirit Girls Crew Team.